Welcome this evening. We are going to be interviewing Madison Adkins, one of the nurses who is on the investigation for the cure for blindness. Hello, Madison.
Hello, Kristen.
Who were your colleagues on this endeavor?
Well, I worked with two of my other nurses and one doctor, but he wasn't there full-time.
Wow. How long did it take for the three of you to create the cure?
It took about 8 weeks.
Wow. Where did you have to travel in order to find such?
We went to Canada, mostly the West Coast, and yeah.
Do people tend to be more blind in those areas?
Well, a lot of people have more diseases when from Canada and the West Coast,
So what sparked your interest in blindness?
Well, I have a friend named Casey who, oh my gosh, she's such a sweetheart. She's my favorite person in the world. She recently became blind.
If you don't mind me asking, how did you become blind?
Well, it started when she came to me when this kid, Guillermo, took her eyes.
Took out her eyes, like from their sockets, like removed them from her body?
Yes.
Oh, okay. It's quite shocking news. Anyway, next question. How did you come across Casey and her lack of eyes?
Okay, so I came across Casey and her lack of eyes when she came to me and told me that her eyes were missing, and I was like, well, I'm gonna stick to it and find out the cure and make sure you get your eyes back, and everyone else who can't see will get their eyes.
So did this young man, Guillermo, relinquish her eyes too, or did you have to make new eyes?
We had to make new eyes. He wasn't given them up.
What were used in these prosthetic eyes?
Well, there was some melted clear gummy bears. There was the eyeballs from you get at Halloween time, and they're all melted down into a mold.
So pretty much they're candy eyes.
Yes.
Or eye candy.
Yes.
Is this method FDA approved?
Yes, it was recently approved about a week ago.
Wow. So who inspired you to search for the cure?
Well, Casey did when she came to me and I was like, oh, I want to help you.
Casey has been your inspiration this entire journey?
Yes, she has. She's a wonderful person.
So more personal interests. How many kids do you have?
I have 16.
16?
Yes.
Can you name them?
I always forget some of their names. I have Kevin, Tennille, Casey, Callie, Vanessa, Mark, Marklin. See, there they are now. Running to the house.
Oh, darlings. So, do your little ones ever affect your career?
Well, when they get sick, I have to stay home and I can't work and do everything else. So they do at times.
All right. 16. That must have really put a damper on things. Where did you and your husband meet?
We met at when I was looking for the blindness cure. There's one of the clinics, and we came across. I went to interview him and his father, and we ended up meeting, and it was just a wonderful thing.
How long have you been married?
We've been married 9 years.
9 years and 16 kids.
Yes.
So do you have several kids in a year?
Yes, we have many triplets and twins.
Your poor body.
Yes.
Do you have any animals?
We have 5 horses, 2 dogs, and 1 pig.
You own a farm. Those aren't pets.
Yes.
What do you do in your free time?
I go horseback riding, go to some concerts, and just hang out with the kids.
You have time for concerts with 16 kids, 5 horses, and goats, pigs, whatever.
Yes.
Jack of all trades. What college did you attend?
I attended the University of Michigan.
Alright. Now, honestly, do you like your job?
I love my job. There wouldn't be any other job that I'd want to do.
How old were you when you knew you wanted to cure the blind?
Well, when I wanted to cure the blind, it was when I was about 19.
How old are you now?
I am 34.
Alright. You don't look a day older, over 30. So, how old were you when you started?
Like the nursing or?
Each.
I was about, I know there's like about a 4-year difference. I don't know the exact age.
You have a lot going on in your life. Your memory is pretty, I bet it's pretty scattered.
Yes.
What did you think your job was going to be like when you were younger?
I knew I wanted to be a nurse since I was in 3rd grade, and it's just all I wanted to be.
Do you know anyone else in the nursing field who would be like aspiring to reach your level of intelligence?
I have about 3 cousins who are, and one of my friends' mom is.
Are they looking to cure such huge health issues?
I don't think so. I think they just want to lay low and focus on.
Well, that's all the time we have for today, and see you next week. Thank you. This evening, we're going to be interviewing...
Madison Adkins.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Alright, what were used in these prosthetic eyes?
Well, there was some